Hey everyone, it's Section 8. This is John coming to you with another landlord tip. And today's tip, I just wanted to talk to you about something different. I want to talk to you about, just give you a little story about how I got started. And it's really talking about, like, if you want this Section 8 life, or you want to make wealth, or you want to become financially independent, or versus choosing. Now, a lot of us want it. Mostly all of us want to be self-sufficient, financially independent, but none of us choose it. It's a difference between the person who wants something and one that chooses it. The chooser is the person who's, I guess that most of you guys are choosing because you're choosing to watch this video. But it's another step in choosing also. How much time are we going to keep on waiting? So if you want it, something, you want it, but if you choose it, you start doing actions to get there. Okay? And it takes something that most of us have to learn how to develop, especially if we're Section 8 investors. And that's called self-leadership. And self-leadership is the person who can go actually start self-evaluating themselves and start getting there. So it's like reverse engineering. Like, you're going to start right here at the top, okay, and find out what you want. I want 20 units. And then you're going to start filling in the blanks under and what it takes. As simple as that. What does it take? Have you started reading more about real estate books? Have you been to websites to talk about real estate? Have you done any of the work? Have you called the realtor or anything else like that? Those are the things that's needed. And I'm going to tell you how many mistakes I made before by trying to get to this point. Now, when I first started in Section 8 real estate, it wasn't in real estate. At first, when I was younger, the only thing I wanted to do was learn how to buy a house. I would do anything to buy a house because I lived in an apartment all my life. I would do almost anything. So without any education, nobody telling me what to do, I said, well, there's a real estate class. You could become a real estate salesman. And that's what I did. Even though that was like a waste of my time, I became a real estate broker and all the other stuff, but it wasn't really investing. It was just teaching me how to sell people houses. I chose to become independently wealthy. During that time period while I was taking those classes, I started meeting more and more people about real estate and started learning more and more. After a while, I had bought my first condo, and my condo in Long Beach, California, that was worth maybe, I think it was seller financing, and I think that I got, I paid $50,000 and the seller financed it, and he wanted it all paid off in about 10 years. So so I had to find a plan to pay it off in 10 years. So, and then actually when I sold that property was in the downtime, but when I sold the property in the good time, I think I sold it for about $300,000. So I started taking action. It started with the real estate classes. It started with that, and then I learned how to invest, and then I kept on doing more and more. And when I was in LA, I was making money doing real estate during the slow time, I think it was 2003, 2004, when everything was dropping, the real estate market was dropping. So I was in LA, I was buying pre-foreclosure houses and then renting it out. I mean, not renting and selling them immediately, and that's when the uptime. But when I came to Chicago, it was something different because the property values weren't that high. So at that time, I said, well, I could start investing in these low-price properties around 2008, 2007, when the property started falling, and I started buying most of my properties around that time and started investing in low-price properties and putting Section 8, and that's when I came up and said, hey, Section 8 is good for this market. Not only is Section 8 good because it brings me revenue every month, but it's also asset. And what we're trying to do is have more assets than liabilities. And what we're trying to do is put more assets in our portfolio. Now, I'm not saying that you should only invest in Section 8 property. That's just my avenue. But I also do other things. I invest in gold. I invest in silver. I invest in businesses. I invest in the stock market. I'm trying to cover all the different aspects of investing. And I want to make sure you're there. But it starts with one thing. It starts with you either choosing to be successful. I want to know how many choosers are out there, because if you are at the point where you just want it and you haven't got a chance to choose it, or you starting to develop that you're ready to choose it, I'm the first person to talk to. I'm the first resource. You should be making sure that you're getting my book, Section 8 is Great. That's the first thing that should be doing. So right here, this is the book that starts it all. How many of you guys have ordered this book today? How many people are going to get started? I can't really help you until you really go ahead and get this book. Go ahead and order from my website. The link is below. Also, how many people have taken the time out that said, I need a little bit more? They said, I'm going to call John. The link is below for Talk to John. I will give you a call. Okay? I'll give you a call and we'll work through this. There's a lot of people I'm working with, helping them become Section 8, become Section 8 investors and start that financial independence. I want to make sure you're all there. I don't really make any money on these books or anything else like that, or this call. I'm just doing it because I need more people that look like you out there to go ahead and become successful and become financially independent. And I'm trying to show you the way to do it. So if you want to take that ride and know that I've been on many journeys and made many mistakes, you go ahead and sign up. You go ahead and get in contact with me. You go ahead and get this book. I want to see how many people are motivated to do it. Okay? Also, if you're ever interested in buying a shirt, you know, just to support me for all the support I've given you, how many people are going to go ahead and go online and get one of these shirts from me? Also, just to show your support. I need your support out there because I'm going over about 100 videos deep in this game now, and we create Section 8 millionaires, thousandaires, 100,000aires, and that's what we're going to keep on doing. So stay diligent. I want you to be, instead of wanting things, I want you to start choosing success. In order for you to choose success, you're going to have to take a step forward. I love all you guys. I wanted to make sure all you guys are successful. I'm in my office today thinking about you guys and thinking about the difference between people who want it and choose it, and the people who are self-leaderships. That means to be able to self-leadership. That means that you understand you don't need too many people to tell you what to do. You know what you need to do, and you can start creating action plans to getting well. That's what's going to take it to go ahead and get you some extra money, to get you off that job, to get you financial independence. We're all going to need this real estate. So make sure you subscribe to the account. Make sure you subscribe to hit the button below. Make sure you go to my website and get the book. I know they have it on Amazon, but I sell it a little cheaper on my website. Make sure, please, make sure you talk to John. Click on the link so I can call you. We can get through this. How many people are going to respond to me? Give me a thumbs up on this video. Anybody who watches it and anybody appreciates this, I need about 100 thumbs up today. Make sure that you give me 100 thumbs up, today. Just keep on giving me thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. Talk to you later. This is John with Section 8 is Great. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.